You bend down to pick something up, and your lower back protests. You stand up from a chair and feel unsteady for a second. You walk up a flight of stairs and your hips feel tight, stiff, almost foreign. If any of that sounds familiar, here's something you need to hear. There is one exercise. You can do it on the floor of your living room, no equipment, in under 5 minutes, that directly targets the root cause of most of those problems. It's called the glute bridge. And after 50, it might be the single most valuable movement you can add to your daily routine. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what it does to your body, why it matters so much after 50, specifically how to do it correctly, and the common mistakes that turn this helpful exercise into a harmful one. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Why your glutes are the root of the problem. Here's something that surprises most people. The root cause of lower back pain, poor balance, stiff hips, and weak knees in people over 50 is very often not the back. It's not the knees. It's not even age. It's the glutes. Your gluteal muscles, the gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus are the largest, most powerful muscle group in your body. They are designed to be your primary engine for standing, walking, climbing stairs, and stabilizing your entire pelvis and spine. But here's what happens after decades of modern life. We sit a lot, at desks, in cars, on sofas. And when you sit for long hours every day, your glutes essentially go to sleep. In the fitness world, this is called gluteal amnesia. And yes, it's a real clinical term. When the glutes stop firing properly, other muscles try to compensate. Your lower back takes over. Your hip flexors tighten. Your hamstrings strain. Your knees rotate inward. And suddenly, without any single injury, you're dealing with a cascade of pain and stiffness that feels like just getting old. It isn't. It's a muscle that forgot how to work, and it can be retrained. Chapter 2. What the science says about glute bridges. After 50. The glute bridge isn't a trend. It's one of the most studied rehabilitation exercises in sports, medicine, and physical therapy. Research published in the Journal of Physical Therapy. Science found that glute bridge training significantly reduced chronic lower back pain and improved functional movement in adults, including older populations. A 2021 study on adults over 55 found that a 6-week program of glute bridges improved hip extension strength, postural stability, and reported reductions in lower back discomfort. Why does this matter so specifically after 50? Because after 50, muscle loss accelerates, a process called sarcopenia. You can lose up to 1 to 2% of muscle mass per year without resistance training. The glutes, being the largest muscle group, show this loss dramatically. And unlike many exercises, the glute bridge specifically targets slow twitch, stabilizing muscle fibers, the fibers responsible for posture and balance, not just the fast twitch fibers that power sports movements. In other words, it trains exactly the muscles that aging targets first. Chapter 3. The 3 benefits that matters most after 50. Let's break down the 3 reasons this exercise belongs in your daily routine. Benefit 1. Lower back relief. When your glutes activate properly, your lower back is no longer doing a job it was never designed for. Studies consistently show that glute strengthening reduces lumbar load, the mechanical stress on your lower spine. For people dealing with chronic lower back tightness or mild disc issues, this alone can be life-changing. Benefit 2. Better balance and fall prevention. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in adults over 65 worldwide. Balance isn't just about your inner ear. It's about the strength and coordination of the muscles that stabilize your pelvis and hips. The glute medius specifically acts like an anchor every time you take a step. Glute bridges train this muscle directly, improving single leg stability and overall confidence of movement. Benefit 3. Hip and knee mobility. Tight hip flexors are almost universal in people who sit for work. They pull your pelvis forward, compress your lower back, and limit your range of motion. Glute bridges work in opposition to this. They strengthen hip extension and gently stretch the hip flexors simultaneously. Over time, this restores the natural pelvic alignment your body was built for. Chapter 4. How to do a glute bridge correctly, step by step. Here's the exact technique. Every detail matters. Step 1. Lie on your back on a firm surface. A yoga mat is ideal. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor, hip width apart. Your heels should be roughly a hand's width from your glutes. Step 2. Place your arms flat at your sides, palms facing down. Take a breath in. Step 3. As you exhale, press through your heels, not your toes. and squeeze your glutes deliberately before you lift. This is critical. Most people lift first and squeeze second. That's backwards. Squeeze first, then rise. Step 4. Lift your hips until your body forms a straight line, from your shoulders to your knees. Do not overextend. Do not arch your lower back. The power should be entirely in your glutes and hamstrings. Step 5. Hold at the top for 2 full seconds. Breathe, then lower slowly, 3 counts on the way down. Control is where the benefit lives. Starting point for beginners, 2 sets of 10 repetitions. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Do this daily, or at minimum 5 days a week. Progress 2, 3 sets of 15, then add a resistance band above your knees for greater glute medius activation. Chapter 5. The mistakes that make glute bridges harmful. This exercise is safe, but only when done correctly. Here are the mistakes that cause problems, especially after 50. Mistake 1. Rising onto your toes. This shifts load to your calves and lower back. Keep your heels firmly planted. Mistake 2. Letting your knees fall inward. This signals glute medius weakness. Use a resistance band or consciously push your knees outward. Never ignore this pattern. It places stress directly on your knee joints. Mistake 3. Hyperextending at the top. Going too high arches your lower back and compresses your lumbar discs. Your body should form a ramp, not a rainbow curve. Mistake 4. Rushing the repetitions. Speed is the enemy of activation here. Slow, controlled movement recruits the stabilizing fibers you actually need to train. Mistake 5. Doing it on too soft a surface. A bed or thick cushion reduces your ability to engage properly. Use a firm mat or carpeted floor. Chapter 6. Building it into your daily life. The best part about glute bridges is that they require nothing. No gym membership, no equipment, no special time block in your calendar. Here's a simple approach that works for most people over 50. Morning routine, 2 sets of 10 before you get out of bed, or right after you wake up. This turns on your glutes for the day, countering the overnight stiffness that accumulates in the hips and lower back. Evening wind down, 2 sets of 15 before bed, with a 2-second hold at the top. This doubles as a lower back release and helps regulate the nervous system for sleep. If you have a physically demanding day ahead, or a long day of sitting, doing glute bridges at both ends of the day takes under 10 minutes and creates a meaningful cumulative effect over weeks. Consistency beats intensity here. 40 repetitions daily for 30 days will do more for your back and balance than any single intense workout. Here's the honest truth about exercise after 50. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be expensive or painful or intimidating. It needs to be consistent, targeted, and intelligent. The glute bridge is all 3. It asks almost nothing from you and gives back mobility, stability, and relief from pain that most people assume is just the price of getting older. It isn't. Your body is more responsive than you've been told. Start with 10 repetitions tonight. Just 10. And notice how your lower back feels in the morning. If this was useful, please share it with someone who keeps saying their back just isn't what it used to be. Because now you know it doesn't have to stay that way. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.